Hey everyone, Skull902 here. With the recent cancellation of Archie's Sonic the Hedgehog comic after nearly 25 years, I've gotta say I'm kinda saddened. First they had to completely reboot their comic to avoid legal trouble, and now this. I read the first 50 issues about 10 years ago when I first became a fan of Sonic, and while I didn't like the comic after the first 25, it is sad to see it go after being such a mainstay. In a memoriam of sorts, I'm going to take a look at one of, if not the most infamous issue in the entire Archie Sonic library, Sonic Live, a 48-page special. Pretty much, I'm going to be picking at quotes and story elements that I think could use a good riffing. There are 3 stories in it, but the one I'm going to look at specifically is the last game cartridge hero by our old pal Ken Penders. If you aren't in the know, basically, Ken Penders is high up there on one of the worst things to ever happen to the Sonic franchise, in my opinion. He was at the helm on the Archie Sonic comics from soon after their inception until 2006, when Ian Flynn took over. Penders' writing and art were the catalyst for a dark age in the comics, and after being replaced, he decided to sue for the rights to the characters he made during his time with the comic, somehow winning despite most of them being clear derivatives of Knuckles. Left without hundreds of characters, like the legendary Knuckles but with a vest and Knuckles but with a vagina, Archie was forced into rebooting the Sonic comic continuity. Ken is currently working on his crappy Sonic fanfiction and looking to make it a huge franchise. The Last Game Cartridge Hero stars Ken Penders' niece and son, Jessica and Steven Penders. Now, I'm not going to blame or make fun of the kids personally for being in the comic. For all we know, they were probably forced into it under the threat of frivolous legal action. The story is about them, but how does it connect to Sonic? Well, let's get into it. First of all, this cover. Fucking ew. Sonic looks like some kind of evil mongoloid clone of himself. The kids don't seem particularly frightened by this either. In fact, due to perspective and how Sonic is drawn, it kinda looks like Steven's checking Sonic out, if you know what I mean. It's so real you'll think you're part of the adventure. No. Just no. On the first page we've got the credits, Ken Penders and people who are better than Ken Penders. There's also a long introduction. Until now, Sonic has only experienced other dimensions very similar to the one he currently exists on. Don't you mean currently exists in? Actually, this whole sentence needs some fixing. It just sounds weird. Who wrote it? Ken Penders? Well, yes. How about, until now, Sonic has only been in dimensions similar to his own. Or would that be too straightforward for Ken's liking? I'm nitpicking. Anyway, fate, however, has a way of stepping in and asserting itself, as Sonic's world is about to collide with worlds beyond. Wait a sec. Worlds? Collide? Oh my god. Archie really was ripping Penders off. Give him all the money and characters. Come out, Sonic the Hedgehog, wherever you are. Come out and fight me, Man-Bot to Hedgehog. Fight me IRL, bruh. I also think he had a limited time to come up with that one, because Man-Bot is definitely one of the lamest things I've ever heard. Sonic, what kept you? Probably the beating he took to get his face that ugly, holy shit. Usually it's the woman that keeps a man waiting. Oh, I see, Robotnik's one of those kinds of villains. If you've any last thoughts, you may as well say them now. You think you have me, don't you? I'll get out of this yet. I like that sentence because it's something I don't think Sonic would say that way. Let's see how he fares, huh? Have a nice afterlife, Hedgehog. Well, that was a quick comic, wasn't it? Nah, that's not where it ends. I can't believe I died, and just when I was doing so well. I don't know about that, kid. Looked like you got owned in pretty quick fashion. But Mom, I was almost at the next level. Kinda seemed like the final boss to me, but again, nitpicking. Also, his cousin called this lady Mom, too. Okay, I know the kids are playing characters that are brother and sister, but I'd like to ask why it needed to be written this way. Unless Ken Penders has fantasies of being in a relationship with his sibling. Also dead hand. Sonic looks fucking broken here. Like, physically. Yeah, we're somewhere between where I come from and where you do. Oh, is that how that works? Does it matter if I'm playing on a CRT or an LED? If I die playing a game, the character I'm playing as can just drag me there? That's rather scary. Guess I'm never playing video games again. You just wait. It isn't over till it's over. Dude, Sonic's dead. He won. It is most certainly over. Also, look at how much of a crap Rotor doesn't give. I bet he'd rather be dead too. Sonic, it's a swap bot. Way cool. Hey, you two, mind shutting the fuck up? You're giving away your positions. Oh, guess Sonic wanted to be spotted. Whatever. Miss me, Robobot? Now I intend to get really mean. Can we just verbosify Sonic's dialogue? It's already strange and slightly out of character. Make it like,
My dearest enemy, known to most as Dr. Robotnik of Robotropolis, I have come to deliver the shocking twist that is my return from the dead, and furthermore, inform you that I intend not only to combat you and your force of armed mechanical soldiers once again, but do it in such a way that would make it plainly obvious that I am fighting more intensely, more aggressively, and with a larger amount of focus on the task at hand.
oh, and Sonic got the kids caught. Who would have guessed? If you harm one hair on their heads, I'll give you an unsettling look with my poorly drawn face. Oh, low blow there, Sonic. What about the others? The gang will be okay. You sure about that, Sonic? Seems like they went down pretty easily to me. That's a countdown underway, Jesse. We have to decipher the hieroglyphics and press the right switch. Well, good thing we saved Tails. Oh, wait. And I know I keep beating a dead horse, but seriously, couldn't someone else have drawn this comic? Elephants are better than this. Nope, not this either. Maybe, if I randomly press everything, it's sure to work. The launch sequence has been activated. Snively, I must have fallen on my remote control. Don't you just hate when that happens? As simple as eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Is it now? Sonic, I don't think you seem to grasp the importance of this decision. Eeny, meeny, miny. It's pulling us in. Don't step into the light, guys. You're too young to die. Welcome, Sonic the Hedgehog. Did you just say my name is a logo? Sorry for stealing your bit there, Ian. Don't try anything stupid, Hedgehog. Bit too late for that, Robotnik. So what's the deal, Schlemiel? Aside from me having surgery to place my mouth on my cheek. He's been watching too much Space Trek. What's his preferred incarnation? The original series? The new contemporaries? Space Trek Endeavor, maybe? What do you mean I'm not real? In our world, you're just a character in a game cartridge. It was then that Sonic knew he was having an existential crisis. Stand back! What? Robotnik? Hey, you're not. I'm supposed to be out promoting the latest game when this happened. This is fucking silly. How did Robotnik not notice one of his prisoners escaped, somehow got a costume of him, and masqueraded around as him? This is contrived, to say the least. Can't we do a deal? Take Snively instead! Man, what a brave hero Snively is, sacrificing himself like that. If we can shut down the prototype, it'll pull the plug on the whole system. Wow. I wonder what clever and sophisticated way they'll have to pull that one off. Punch in the access code on that control pad. It's an access code to one of the Sonic games. Are you fucking joking? I mean, I know they foreshadowed it and all, but it's still really convenient that everything was just all set up that way. Good thing Steven just so happened to know the codes. I'll punch in the codes as you say them. Press up, down, left, right, hold A, and press start. Hey, I know that code. I didn't know I could put it to such great use, though. Have they found a way to end world hunger now? So how do we get back home now? Bus? We should be able to reverse the process, but it'll be a one-way ticket. Oh, hey, it was the bus. Who'da thunk it? We're gonna miss you, big guy. Oh, I think you'll be able to see what I'm up to. Ew. It's not just the dialogue. Look at that goddamn face, too. I think this gives a whole new meaning to the phrase gotta juice and let loose. Get away from him, kids, as fast as you can. Fucking weirdo. I feel like someone pressed pause on me. Ha 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 ha. Okay, that's it. The kids decide to play a new Sonic game, and that's how the story ends. We then see a page with ads for other Sonic comics and a note from the editor. Ken asked them for their help when he started the project. He knew he would spend hours with them making sure each photograph was just the way he wanted. No wonder why they turned out bad. As far as their help was concerned, Ken was quoted as saying, "Hey, they worked for free." Oh, Ken, you rascal. On the final page I'll be looking at, we've got fan art. Got a pretty nice rendition of that one hidden pic from Sonic CD in there, and then, oh my, someone twisted poor Sonic's left hand around. That must have hurt. Finally, two pieces by the Penders kids themselves. Ignoring the pure nepotism, I've got to wonder why they weren't brought in to do pages for the comic, because they're both a little better than Ken. You got a drawing of Princess Sally here, and then this magnum opus. A clear representation of the loneliness we as humans can feel, no matter how many people support us and how, in a coincidental twist of fate, only the singular individual alone is truly capable of overcoming his or her own feelings of solitude. So, what did I actually think of the story? I mean, it was bad. Not worst thing in the world or anything like that, but a lot of the plot relied on convenience. It wasn't engaging. The action wasn't very good. There were out of character moments. It made a good example of why Penders has the reputation he's received. It's no wonder why Archie eventually went with someone else to write the comics, and thank goodness for it. Personally, I believe Ken's ridiculous lawsuits are the major contributing factor to the comic's cancellation. Either Archie or Sega, I imagine, were just done with the headaches. As I was writing this, it was announced that IDW is going to start publishing Sonic comics next year. I wish them all the luck in the world, and hey, Ian's going to be the one in charge, so it'll probably be good. I mean, they already gave us the amazing tag team of Knock Knock It's No Use, so there's an infinite amount of potential. Hopefully, they listen to all the clamoring fans have been doing and hire some of the other people that worked on the comics with Archie. It'd be an injustice not to. I think that about sums it up. If you guys like this one, I may do a similar video picking at the other two stories in this comic. Until then, I have been Skull902. Thank you for watching, and have yourselves a wonderful day.